All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today, we're going to run through a market breakdown, June 23rd, 2026. I do these every single day in the Discord, so if you guys want to join, links in the pinned comment. But yeah, no trades for me today. I did take one pre-market, which got break-evened. Let me pull up the execution so you can see this one. It was nothing crazy, obviously. And then going over today's bias, I was looking at scenarios like this. I wanted to see, because overnight we had sold off aggressively, I wanted to see a rebalance, so potential continuation longs into these gaps above. And then from these gaps above, I was looking potentially for shorts back down in line with the higher time frame bearish narrative, right? So coming into the day, again, I was looking and eyeing this unfilled 4 hour above, this unfilled 4 hour right here, any of this buy side right here to get taken out, and then for price to potentially want to go lower after or catch continuation longs, like I said. So first trade I took pre-market, we got a sweep here. I took this 1 minute CISD at 912, and I was looking for a price to kind of run through this LR above. We had all this low resistance liquidity. We had an unfilled 30-minute and 15-minute above. I was just looking for 50 points to this high. As soon as we took this internal high out right here, we closed above it. I went break even because we had market open coming up in like 5 minutes. So I just wanted to play it safe. I went break even, and then obviously got taken out break even there. But obviously I wouldn't touch my fundeds, pre-market. So from there, what happens, market opens, and it initially, we get this wick down, and I was looking potentially for a Judas swing play. We end up getting this massive 30-second inversion, but this candle is enormous. And at the same time, we are delivering, or not delivering, but we have a 3-minute gap right here, which I was eyeing. So I was like, maybe if we inverse this 3-minute, but as you can see, this 3-minute candle just explodes up, kind of takes out some of the draws here. So I just faded that on top of that. If you wanted a safe stop loss, you would literally have to run your stop at least below CE, the wick. It just didn't really make much sense to me. So from there, the draw above is obviously still intact. We did get this retrace into a 30-second gap. Where was it? Hold on a sec. Right here. I didn't really like this just because you're really not delivering off anything. Where was it? So we get this initial push to the upside. We get this retrace. Where was it again? I swear there was a 30-second inversion or something. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, right here. So you get this retrace. There's a small 30-second inversion there because we deliver off this 30-second gap. Really wasn't a fan of this because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. We could have easily just manipulated back lower and kept going lower first. So I didn't personally feel comfortable taking that. From there, I was like, okay, maybe we get continuations higher. So I was waiting for like a 5-minute continuation. We obviously end up tapping into this 15-minute gap. I think some people did take shorts in and around this area right here. I believe there was like a 15-second short. Personally, I don't use the 15-second. Might start using it, but I don't know. I didn't really get an opportunity to take that. Maybe I think there might have been a 30-second as well. Was there? I thought I seen some people taking a 30-second, or maybe that was up here. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't see personally anything I liked there for shorts. I personally wanted to wait for those higher time frame gaps to get filled. So obviously from there, we just trade bullish. We put this leg to the upside, and I don't see anything I personally wanted to take to the upside. I was waiting for price to pull back, give me a retrace and a continuation model. But as you can see, we just kind of slowly move to the upside. We really just don't get anything here. We just kind of go up, slow move to the upside, and then we end up tapping into our higher time frame gap. Now, I did want to look for shorts from here, but as you can see, we did leave equal highs with a 1-hour gap above, which really wasn't that necessary because we were delivering off a 4-hour. But I kind of wanted to see that get manipulated into. And then for shorts, in terms of shorts from this gap, there was some opportunity for sure, as long as you went break even at this unfilled 15 right here. So you could see we had this unfilled 15-minute gap right here. So I think there was some opportunities you maybe could have gotten break even on or something. Like, for example, you get this 3-minute change in the state right here, but again, there's equal highs at your stop loss. You would have probably gotten break even at the unfilled 15. That would have taken you out break even as well. So I personally wasn't a fan of that, especially because like literally if you use the equal highs indicator, you'll see it light up right there. So I personally wasn't a fan of taking shorts there. For me, I was like, okay, maybe we get a continuation model, a retrace into a 5-minute gap, 3-minute gap, and then look for shorts to the way back down. And we just didn't get anything. So it's just one of those days. You just, aggressive move to the upside, aggressive move to the downside, but there's really just no continuation plays or anything that I was comfortable taking. But the good thing is here, the bias did play out. We go into that 4-hour gap, those higher time frame gaps above, and we do get shorts off it, just obviously no entries. But anyway, just felt like I'd jump on here, talk about the bias really quick. And how did I identify this bias? Well, coming into the day, we could see how overextended we were to the downside. We have a 4-hour gap above. We have higher time frame gaps above. What does price want to do? It doesn't want to just keep trending. It wants to pull back, and it wants to continue the trend. It wants to grab liquidity, fill imbalances, grab liquidity, fill imbalances. So after we have this rundown, we grab liquidity. I'm expecting, if we get confirmation for longs, I want to see price rebalance into this gap above. Again, we do get it. We just don't get an entry. Again, if you have a different entry model, maybe you were able to capitalize on this leg to the upside here. Just personally, for my entry system, I didn't get anything I personally wanted to take. Again, looking back, this 30-second continuation, again, wasn't bad, but you're just delivering off a 30-second gap. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't really take that. But again, you do take this 30-second, maybe you give your stop some room there. This probably would have been break even as well, actually, because you would have probably gone just quick break even at this internal high. But yeah, if you were able to capitalize on this, let me know what you guys took today. Again, shorts, really didn't like anything because we left those equal highs above, but I don't know, maybe you got something here. Let me know what you guys took though tomorrow. Hopefully we get some better PA. I don't think we have news tomorrow, so we'll see what we get. Should be okay rest of the week. And that's it from you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.